Gun control. To have or not to have? That is the question. This is highly debated every day. I'm sure many of you have heard the discussion about gun control. It's been a major topic in the political races for Senate and presidency. With the Sandy Hook shooting and the Columbine shootings that we've had, the school shootings, a lot of people are avid for gun control. Now, what I'm going to do today is inform you of our right to bear arms provided by the Second Amendment of the United States. Everything today that I'm going to discuss is from all my facts are from the National Institute of Justice and from the Federal Bureau of Investigation. These are all facts. And, of course, you'll have my opinion in there. Gun control dates back to the colonial era. The Second Amendment of the Constitution of the United States is part of the Bill of Rights. The Bill of Rights, it contained 10 amendments which were submitted by James Madison as articles and later ratified by the states. By 3/4 of the states ratified them and agreed with them. The Second Amendment, it protects our rights of an individual to keep and bear arms. It also allows the citizens to organize a militia for the rights of self-defense. So that way we have the right to protect ourselves from a tyrannous government. It allows us to organize a militia also for the right of self-defense. This whole amendment came about due to the colonists that came to America were from Great Britain, and they faced a tyrannous government and they were oppressed. So when they designed the Constitution of the United States and created this amendment, they were doing so to always give them the rights to protect themselves from big government. Some facts about some gun control that is already established. President Lyndon B. Johnson signed the Gun Control Act of 1968 into law. This Gun Control Act of 1968 was passed after JFK was assassinated, Senator Robert Kennedy was assassinated, Malcolm X, and Martin Luther King. After these 4 assassinations, the government said, whoa, we got to do something. So they passed the Gun Control Act. It focused mostly on regulating interstate commerce and firearms, and by prohibiting firearm transfers amongst, it limited to licensed manufacturers, dealers, and importers. It prohibited selling firearms to certain categories of individuals defined as prohibited persons, i.e. felons. Convicted felons, they took this out of their hands. So a convicted felon can't legally buy a gun. It is now illegal for a convicted felon to buy a gun. The National Rifle Association was founded to promote firearm competency in 1871. However, the National Rifleman Association is not only there for competency anymore. The National Rifleman Association is now a big avid supporter against gun control. The NRA's political victory fund, called the Super PAC, spent $11.2 million in 2012. The NRA supports our right to bear arms given to us by the Constitution that James Madison created the amendments for. Proposals by the current Obama administration is to improve the data used for the background check system for gun sales, to make it faster, to make it better. Direct the Center of Disease Control and Prevention to research gun violence, provide incentives for schools to hire school resource officers, and give law enforcement additional tools to prevent and prosecute gun crime. That's our current administration. The Gallup poll is an organization that regularly polls Americans on their views of guns. 44% submitted a ban on semi-automatic weapons known as assault rifles. 92% supported background checks on all gun show sales. 62% supported a ban on high-capacity ammunition magazines that contain more than 10 rounds. 56% supported reinstating and strengthening the assault weapons ban of 1994. The assault weapons ban in 1994, anything more than 10 rounds A magazine that contained more than 10 rounds was restricted to law enforcement or Class 3 firearms dealers. 83% supported background checks for all gun purchases. 51% supported limiting the sale of ammunition magazines to those with 10 rounds or less. 49% felt that gun laws should be more strict. 74% opposed civilian handgun bans. So that's a large part of us oppose civilian handgun bans. We're against it. 74% says no. We want our handguns. 60% of gun owners have guns for personal protection. 36% for hunting, 13% for recreation or sport, 8% for target, and 5% just because of the Second Amendment right says you can have them. As of January 2014, 40% are satisfied with the current state of gun laws. 55 are dissatisfied. 31 want stricter control. 16 want less strict laws.
You were just on that.
National Rifleman Association, 90.7 members favor reforming our mental health laws to keep firearms out of the hands of people with mental illness. A majority, 86.4%, believe that strengthening these laws will be way more effective at preventing mass murders than banning semi-automatic rifles like Sandy Hook, Columbine. 92% of NRA members oppose gun confiscation via mandatory buyback laws. 85% oppose banning semi-automatic firearms. 92.6% oppose the law requiring gun owners to register with the federal government. And 92% oppose a federal law banning the sale of firearms between private citizens. What they're referring to there is if I buy a gun from you and I sell you a gun, then we don't have to register it. 82.3 members are in favor of a program that would place armed security professionals in every school. 72.5% agree that President Obama's ultimate goal was the confiscation of many firearms that are currently legal. This is the National Riflemen's Association's view. According to the FBI statistics, 8,256,000 record checks were conducted. In 1993, our homicides peaked at approximately 17,000 people were killed. People between the ages of 15 and 24 were the most prone to gun violence, some of them your age. Many juveniles and young adults, they obtain guns illegally. They buy them from somebody off the street, and it's so easy for them to access them. The National Institute of Justice created a program to reduce gun violence in the communities, and they called it Project Safe Neighborhoods. The program analyzed violent crime in communities with a population of more than 100,000, in which they found that a lot of variables to which included, pause it.